Hey everybody, it's B-Diz, the Rockstar part of SuperObvious. In this video, we're going over the new gameplay footage and information that we got for Dying Light 2. Like and share the video, comment below, and let me know if you're stoked about the new game, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Let's go. First, the trailer is almost 8 minutes long, so even us being kept in the loop with updates hasn't really been going on because of everything in the world. I feel they really made up for it, even kind of spoiling us. They start off with telling us one of the main factors in the game that we already know, and that our decisions affect the game as we go forward. And that's deciding which group or faction we choose to be a part of, and what we do being considered right or wrong, helping others while others could suffer for it, and seeing how the environment can improve and start to build or get more messed up than it already is. And there's been a bunch of games that claim you can replay the game a bunch of times and have a different experience each time. This game seems like it is going to blow all other games that have done this in the past out the water. Honestly, I don't ever really remember beating a game just to beat it again and again. Something else we learned about the decisions and how your world is in the game is that there is a 4-player co-op. So you can join someone else's game and see how their world is based on their decisions. So this gives you a chance to see all the different ways other players are playing the game, which is really cool. Next, we're talking about the groups. There are different groups that you can choose to be a part of or help. First is the Night Runners, who seem to be the quote-unquote good guys in the game. And this character right here looks kind of like the dude from Brick Mansions, who coincidentally also does parkour. We also have the Peacekeepers, which seems like they are the law enforcement-like group who wear riot gear and are also supposed to be good guys and loyal, but so far I don't believe that. Next we have the Renegades, who are ex-prisoners and want to rule the city. Pretty sure this group will be the huge problem throughout the game. There are also bandits and thugs who seem like they could be one of the main groups as far as human enemies and are constantly in our way. And the trailer says they don't want to alliance with anyone, they just want to cause chaos. Every group will have a set of complex characters. This is exciting to me because obviously, besides the awesome gameplay, the main characters in the first Dying Light were really great and every character felt like a big deal. As far as the story, the characters is one of the main things that made me like the game so much. In the trailer, we get the info that it's been 15 years since the apocalypse started and the world looks like it's gone to shit a lot more since the first Dying Light. From the footage, it looks like the area at ground level is super bad and people are fighting for their lives to get basic stuff. But on the rooftop levels in the sky, seems like things are coming along as far as electricity, growing food, and just building somewhat stable camps for people in their communities. We also see more of the punishment when people do something wrong. We've seen a bunch of people hanged in the first trailer, and in this one, people getting jumped. We also see a female about to be beheaded in front of a bunch of people to scare others and set an example to prove a point. Next, we're talking about nighttime and daytime. Something cool that looks like it's happening in Dying Light 2 is that the enemies during the day will be humans for the most part. The infected kind of nest up inside of buildings during the day, and at night, all the infected are out in the streets along with the infected that look like monsters that have been mutating for a decade and a half. So that means going into certain buildings during the day are super dangerous because that's where all the infected is, but at night, when all the infected are outside, inside of buildings are a lot more safer to get around or escape while being chased. And at night, the humans post up in their camps and activate their UV lights trying to survive the night. I think it's a cool concept for the game being realistic and balanced. Next is the Parkour and Fighting. So far, we've already seen a bunch of additions to the parkour throughout the last and new trailer, with a sideways wall run, swinging from ropes, hang gliding, using a blade to cut a huge banner and slide down a building, jumping and swinging forward from a ledge or bar above, and the animation for using the grapple hook looks to have been updated. It looks like it's going to be even more fast-paced than the last one. And from the trailer, I hope they have those slow motion moments when doing big jumps to add to the dramatic effect. Remember in the first one, they had the slow motion when hitting certain people with melee attacks, which was always really cool and added to whatever we were doing. And the fighting looks amazing. From what we've seen so far, it looks like there's a lot of new combat moves, including pushing an enemy off a building and using them to break your fall, leaving them all types of dead. Also, hanging from a ledge and grabbing an enemy and throwing them off the building, catching someone from behind with a sleeper hold and then stabbing them several times. The grapple hook looks like you can be like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. We also have a jumping double foot stomp to a downed enemy's head, making it explode into like a million pieces. Even the knee to the face move looks to have been updated so it looks more like a combo attack. Next, we're talking about the skill tree. One of the cool things about the first Dying Light was the skill tree. You were able to update your stats and ability skills on survival, agility, power, and legend. Even your buggy in Dying Light the following, and each skill tree had about 20 ability upgrades, and you can even watch a sneak peek of what each one does so you can make up your mind. I'm super stoked to see how this is in the new game. Last, we're talking about turning. From the first time we got any news of Dying Light 2, one of the coolest things Techland showed us is that everyone wears this bracelet, and it has dots on it showing your infected level. If your bracelet has all green dots, then you're okay and safe. But soon as you have one red dot, that means you're infected and starting to change. And if you don't get cured by the time your bracelet is full with red dots, you've turned and you're dead, which means you're going to come back as a zombie and someone is going to kill you dead again. And also, maybe seeing people who are like legit halfway infected will be crazy. And as far as us, how is it going to affect us when we move around if we're half infected? I think this feature will really add to the sense of urgency and emotion and intensity in the game. Also, how available are cures once infected? Are they pretty common to find, or are they almost impossible to find? How much do they cost to buy one, even if you can? Stuff like that. But yeah guys, let me know in the comments how you feel about the trailer footage and the new info that we got, and also how stoked you are about the new game. And the game is set to drop December 7th of this year. Like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Totally for sure.